Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, I have some friends in here already. Hi, Uncle Big Guy. So nice you can be here. Howdy, I'm driving home. Should be there around 5:15. Well, safe travels to you on your way home. Hello, hello, Cindy. I'm going to go over some lab work information, but Cindy, if you want to do a pop-in, I can definitely send you the link. It might just be a little awkward as you'll probably just be sitting initially while I go over my lab work. Hello, Lynn. Hi there. I didn't even know this was happening tonight, but glad that I just saw that it is. Yes, this was very last minute last night. I kind of did not get it all organized and scheduled until literally today. But I'm happy that you popped in and that you were able to join us. I'm happy to have you here. All right, let's take a look. Glad I saw it as well. Yes, I'm happy you could be here as well, Cindy. Yes, definitely a good Monday surprise at a stop sign. Definitely be safe. We definitely want to make sure you get home safely. I definitely don't want that on my conscience if anything happens to you. So, Uncle Big Guy, drive safe. Absolutely. Like Cindy said, well, be careful. Hello, hello. So I'm going to kind of just wait a little bit since we literally just got started and see if anyone else wants to join us before I get into my blood work results and just other updates that I wanted to kind of just go over with for the month of September. But as far as the weekend, did everyone have a good weekend? Did anyone do anything fun, anything interesting? As far as for us, it was just typical grocery shopping is what we went and did. So nothing too much out of the norm, but we did end up going to the beach. My husband had taken us to the beach, so we had a really fun day at the beach on Saturday. It was kind of a little bit of a surprise because since I had gotten sick in May, we have not gone to the beach. So that was really nice to just kind of have that peace with the ocean because there's just something about just water in general. It just brings you automatic mental peace. And I definitely needed that this weekend. But I would love to hear what you guys had going on this weekend. But that was pretty much what summed up our weekend. Cindy is saying that she went to lunch with Emily and James of Ready Set Keto, that went to Jungle Gyms for some shopping. That was fun. So I have seen their video of Jungle Gym. They had gone with Jackie from Jackie's Keto Journey to Jungle Gym, and they did a video of it. It looks very similar. I'm trying to think of what the name of the place is because now that I'm put on the spot, I can't think of the name of it. Um, Food Mart in West Palm Beach. We have a place that is called Food Mart, and it looks very similar to Jungle Gym. It has kind of almost like the same setup of the seafood department. It very much so has a lot of like international type of items and just like a lot of unique items that you just don't really see at your typical grocery store. But also they have every single aisle of this supermarket called Food Mart that is dedicated. Every single aisle is dedicated to a particular country. So, like for example, one aisle would be Turkey, one aisle would be India, uh, China, like you name it. They have every single dedicated aisle. Of course, the popular ones, because obviously fitting in all the countries in the world. Definitely, you're not going to fit that in one supermarket, but the popular countries, they definitely have those ones covered. And it's definitely really interesting what you just kind of come across. Here, Lynn is saying, nothing out the ordinary for me. You know, us retired folks, all days are the same some weeks. It happens for the working folks as well. Even when I was a non-working folk and I had that little bit of year off to kind of have my mental break, my mental healing, because, I did leave that toxic job August of last year. I started to get to the point that my mental healing was going so well that I would forget what day of the week it was. And then if you ask me the actual numeric day, forget it. You were on your own with that. That's why I have like a Fitbit watch now. That way I can keep track of those sort of things. Yes, you are so right. Water is so peaceful. It really is. It might be something cheesy, but I really think, when you are at the water, it's like you can kind of just let all your cares, all your worries, anything that tries to come at you and stress you out, it just gives you a sense of balance, a sense of peace. And it's like you just let all of that nonsense just wash away with the waves. It is just so peaceful indeed. Nice. Yes. I need to go to Jungle Gyms. I'm missing out. Yes, Lynn, you have to definitely go and report back to us what is the most unique item that you had came across. I would be interested to see what you come across. It definitely sounds like a fun place to kind of venture out to for the day. Okay, so yes, it sounds just like Jungle Gym. It is. I would have to see because it is in West Palm Beach. And it's a popular, you can only imagine with it being in West Palm Beach how busy this food market gets, especially the fish market. And yeah, I don't know how people would take to someone recording and for them to kind of be caught on recording. So it's not the best of place to kind of do vlogging. So for me, I don't know if that's going to be a possibility. I'll see one day if I can kind of just sneak it off and get some footage. That way you all can see. But it's really cool in that sense because only because they have every single aisle dedicated to a particular country. Isn't that the truth? It's like what day it is once retired. LOL. I really hope I get to that point. I am doing all that I can to try to get to retirement. So we shall see. Any employer that I was with, I took advantage of the 401k. I try to build savings ourselves. So we are trying the best that we can so we can kind of supplement whatever possible Social Security, our Social Security might look like if we are fortunate to still have it around. Yes, I love retirement, never a dull day really, and zero worries. I needed that. Yes, it is so deserving. No matter what you did throughout life, if you were a full-time working person, if you are pretty much, you are a stay-at-home mom, that still is a full-time job and some. It is never clocking out, basically. So, absolutely, everyone needs that point in life where you can kind of just have that moment of just sitting back, relaxing, because you definitely put that time in, and it's definitely well deserved to have that time of just peace. Sana, you are still young. Some days I could feel it, Cindy, and some days I question that. But yes, I am soon approaching 40 in December. My birthday is going to be December 9th. And I actually started doing some brainstorming because I'm thinking, because I've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse. So I know that is hilarious and probably blasphemy because I was 4 years keto. A lot of that time I was meat heavy keto. And the being almost 8 months into carnivore, I still have not been to a Brazilian steakhouse. So I am hoping come my birthday, I'm able to go and hit up a Brazilian steakhouse. Invest, invest, invest. That's my best advice. You will get there. You're still young. Yes, I am definitely planning on getting as much investment as I can. And we are going to get rid of this nasty something that showed up here. Bye-bye, Patrick. Thank you for trying. Yes. I think even a small channel like mine got attracted to some spam there. I'm sure it being kind of like that manic Monday, everybody is still kind of getting their bearings, getting off of work, especially there's a lot of places that are back into action when it comes to school. So, yes, absolutely. People are definitely relentless, especially on social media. That is so true, Sydney. Lynn, I think your text cut off. That happens to me a lot. More than I want to admit it happens. But as far as today, my Monday definitely went really well. So it definitely helped to have a really nice, peaceful weekend. Um, I'm really enjoying where I work. So I can definitely report that to you all. I truly feel so blessed and so fortunate to have gone through such a toxic work experience where I previously was, and just to have this place that I'm working at that just everyone has just been so amazing, just so uplifting. I will be typing and accidentally hit the enter button midstream. Yes, isn't it like a habit thing? I don't know what it is. Like sometimes I just kind of feel like I'm doing like enter as if I'm in like Microsoft Word. And I would just hit enter thinking I'm getting to like a next line, but boom, there goes whatever half text I sent off. I'm so glad that you got something you like and are having a good time with it. Yes, the work in itself is definitely really, really tricky because we've actually had two parts. I'm currently in the second tier of training. So to kind of just say that this job requires three parts of training will definitely kind of hint to you all how crazy this job really is. But for me, the environment has been amazing. Everybody has been amazing. Everyone has been so supportive. I kind of felt a little kind of just ticked off about something this morning, and my coworkers, they were able to pick up on it immediately. They knew something was not right with me. They knew something was off, and they kind of just let me vent to them and they uplifted me. So for me, they truly are like the best of the best coworkers I had. For them to only have known me for a little over a month now, and they were able to pick up that just something was off about me, and for them to kind of kick into action to uplift me, it really was amazing. How does homeschooling work now that you're back to a regular job? How do you get it all done? Well, the benefit is we go with our homeschooling schedule a little bit different than the typical Florida school schedule. So I actually start our boys off in September. So they're actually going to start September 11th. And the advantage to homeschooling is you're able to cover a lot of subjects in a short period of time because there's not as much filler work that needs to get done like public school, or even, if kids are going to a charter school. There's just not really any filler work for them. They are basically just focusing on the subjects that they need to get educated on. And that's pretty much it. So I can literally get homeschooling done with these boys. And for the little guy, because he's going to start kindergarten for our 6 year olds, because he does have a late birthday. His birthday is the end of January. So he'll be starting kindergarten. So for him, he only needs to get in 2 hours of school time. And then for the older one, he actually just got tested and the testing came back that he is actually advanced by 1 year. So I actually will be moving him up a grade level. He was going to be going into seventh grade, but I'll actually be moving him up to eighth grade. So he is super excited for that because he has definitely worked very, very hard to get at the point that he's at. But for him, he's going to be doing anywhere from 3 to 4 hours. So it definitely is a lot shorter of a school day than what the average public school or private or charter school kids go through. It has to be so different working from home. I wish I could have done that. It does take some acclimating. I want to say when I worked at that previous job, because I was there for just about, it just had hit the 23-month mark. And I want to say I literally felt like a fish in a fish tank. Like I could not leave this office. I had to be glued to the desk. It felt very, very out of the norm because previously, before I was a medical office manager, prior to that first work from home job that I had. And being a medical office manager, you were all over the place. You could not even sit in your office. You could not sit, period. You were needed everywhere and anywhere. So it definitely took a lot of adjusting because you are sitting a lot of the time. There's a lot of times that I just have to get up. Thankfully, I have a long headset cord that I'm able to get up, move around. The advantage of this job in comparison to my other job is with this job, they do give you the allowance to be able to get up. If you have to step away from your desk for 5 minutes at a time, they just want to make sure nobody's abusing that and, take it when you only really need it. Hello to you, Alan. But for me, it's worked out a lot better having a job that is not on the phone because the rules are not as strict when it comes to the work from home. Cindy's saying, I wish I could have work from home too. It definitely is a lot more convenient because our kids, because they've been on keto for 4 years now, they are simply just brunch eaters. So I'm able to kind of get my lunch break at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And by that time, they're ready for their first meal as well. So I'm able to kind of utilize my 30-minute break to get them some food as well. That is awesome about your older son. Yes, 3 to 4 hours is way better than 6 to 8 hours daily. It truly is. And they are definitely learning at a faster rate, is the way I feel, because I am just able to have that focus and that attention with them that not a lot of kids get. Because unfortunately, it already, I don't know about other parts of the US, but especially in Florida, um, the ratio of students to teachers is very high. I believe it's like 35 kids to a classroom. So, I mean, imagine 35 kids and just one teacher having to manage all of them. And if you have one student that is simply falling behind, it might be difficult to pinpoint that. It might take a couple months before the teacher picks up on something like that. So, it's definitely putting a lot of expectation on the teachers. So I don't have any problem with teachers in general. That's not why I homeschool. It's just for me, I just wanted to do better by our kids. But I appreciate teachers. I could definitely not do indirectly what they do. I never thought about all the time consuming things we did in regular schools, recess for grade school. Yeah, so that makes sense what you're saying. Yes, it definitely is a lot of just time between like electives that they have, like such as PE is also considered elective. And our kids, they do get a form of PE. We just change it up. I know when Rachel, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but when Rachel did, I want to say this was like, I don't know, I'm thinking it was November she did this, but she had did a dance theme month, and she had a schedule of the entire month of what dance was going to happen on what day, and you basically just danced out to the song. And we printed the calendar and we did that, and we actually continue with that to this day because the kids just loved it only that much. Cindy's going to be right back, but we get a lot of physical activity in. It's just not full blown PE like they do at the regular schools. That was quick, Cindy. She was gone for a minute. Years ago when my kids were in school and when it was always 30 plus kids per teacher. Yes. And it's pretty much the same, around, that 35. Some schools are actually having it be more of a max than 30. Um, but no, I feel bad because the teachers are definitely underpaid no matter what state it's in. Yes, we had 30 kids per class. If you need help with something, you better get ready to wait. That's the issue that our oldest son had. He was asking for help, and the help was never coming kind of situation. So it's not anything I indirectly took out on the teacher. It's just one of those things. Even when I took it up with the school, they weren't helpful at all. So I've tried different schools. I kind of gave 3 different schools a chance, and when that did not help, yeah, it was time to look in other options. Hello, Nicole, former fat girl. I am late to the party. Everyone, give a congratulations to Nicole because she had just surpassed her 1K mark. So I am happy, happy, happy for her. Just bought my tickets for Keto Palooza. Well, Cindy will be there, so I am sure you are going to run into Cindy. If anyone else is going that's here in the chat, definitely let Nicole know. That way she can possibly run into you as well because it is her first event. So definitely show her some love. Cindy's saying that you will like it. Yeah, because you will find Cindy at pretty much any of the keto events. I admire her for being able to pretty much go to all of them. I will have to live through all of you who are going to keep Yo Fun Times. Lynn, you and me both. So you and I will be twinning it that weekend because I am also not going as well. It's too short notice of getting this new job, just, July 24th, and kind of having that expense when it comes to the tickets, the travel, all that good stuff. Congrats, Nicole. Congrats, congrats. Yes, absolutely. But definitely everyone, go ahead and check out Nicole. Also, Alan's Awesome Keto World. He also has a channel as well. And go ahead and support Alan because I'm going to tell you all right now, Alan supports everybody. I was so super shocked when I started first initially seeing Alan commenting on my videos because he has an amazing channel. He has a very large following, but he is there for the community. So definitely everyone show Alan some support. And as you all know, Cindy, she has a channel as well. We collaborate on Friday nights now at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Uh, so go ahead and show Cindy some love as well. But I think that's as far as who I covered that's in here currently right now that have channels. All right, so I currently have 8 watching. Perfect, Lynn. Thank you so much. He has really great simple meal ideas, which is always nice. No matter which way of eating you do, whether it's keto, ketovore, carnivore, we all can appreciate and embrace the simplicity. And he does have really great, just simple go-to recipes he does. And they still look amazing, delicious. So definitely check him out. Yes, hang out with me, Sana, while we're all Yes, we need to do our own hangout. Listen, Lynn, if you wanna come on a live because Cindy's not gonna be able to, I will be more than happy to have you on with me for that Friday. Happy to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Yeah, Cindy might pop on. I just felt it was a little awkward to kinda go on while I go through my lab work and have her just kinda sit there. Home safe and sound. Rachel even had Joe dance one time. I remember that. I remember that. And I just love the way their dog had just laid on uh, the couch or the recliner and watched her dance and kind of just didn't move at all. The dog was just chilling there, just watching like what is my human doing now? It was hilarious. Thank you, Cindy, for posting Nicole's link. We definitely appreciate you for doing that and showing her some support. Oh dear, Mr. In Alive. No, I didn't mean hang out like that. You wouldn't want that. Why not? That would be super fun. What's wrong with that? Come on, Lynn. I pulled off the band-aid of going live. We can do this. We got this. But it would be fun because for me, I don't think going live with anyone should have to limit anyone having a channel. That's something Cindy and I also discuss as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be anyone that has a channel. It can be anyone, period, because I think it's important, for people to just see everyday people. It does not have to be someone that consistently is doing YouTube content. You see, you are definitely, Lynn, getting some encouragement here. Do it, do it, do it. And Cindy's telling you, Lynn, you would have fun. I won't be here on the 6th of October. You can do it. Yes, I think you would have a blast, but I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to definitely peer pressure you. There are reasons some of us do not have channels. You all rock it. You are too funny. Thank you for making me laugh because that is hilarious. But no, you would do amazing though. And you support the community a lot. Lynn and I swear, it's like we tag team each other and show up in everybody's live chats because any given day, her and I are showing up in these chats. Oh, you would lose. Listen, if I lose subscribers, they were not meant to be here in the first place because let me tell you something. I am going to love on and support whoever I can when I want. So for me, it's never been about subscribers. Do I like to see my channel grow? Do I like to see the community grow? Yes, but no, do not have any fear of that. I will be okay. Even if my numbers do not rise up, I am still okay with that. I'm going to enjoy this. That's the whole reason why I decided to do YouTube because I just enjoy it. I love connecting with the community on this level. I try to get in them all, but dang, it's hard. It is. It is, especially having a channel and keeping up with everyone's lives and then also keeping up with everybody's content videos. It is super hard. I definitely always am in catch up mode. If you lose subs, then they are not truly your tribe. I feel the same way, Nicole. You could have not put it any better because for me, I don't have any tolerance for any drama. So for me, it's one of those things. They were not meant to be here in the first place then. Yup, absolutely. There's Cindy supporting Nicole's comment. I try to support everyone, but there are only so many hours in the day. Yes, absolutely. I gave up trying to get caught up from when I went on vacation. That is difficult too, because you go on vacation and you want to be in full on relax mode. You don't want to worry about electronics. You just want to relax. And if you're dealing with an electronic, it's probably to play some music at the most. But yeah, I find it very difficult. Um, Even if I went on vacation and vlog during vacation, I would not dare want to edit that content. It would definitely be just recordings throughout the whole vacation until I come back home to edit it all. And then I would probably be cursing myself that I recorded so much to edit. I hear you, City. This community is super busy, which is a good thing, but dang, so many lives, LOL. There are a lot. There are a lot, and there's going to be a lot to come. Because just when I go in a lot of live chats, I see a lot of conversation that those of us that have channels, we are inspiring others to have a YouTube channel as well. They are wanting to start to create content. I see a lot of questions. They're asking, what equipment should I start with? And they're really wanting to really get into this. And I'm happy for them because it is exciting. It's going to just grow this community and have more people aware of just the proper human diet. I am not biased to the person having to have a carnivore channel or a keto channel or a ketovore channel. No, if they have any form of the proper human diet, I think that is the important thing because the way I look at it is we are one community first. And all the ways of eating of the proper human diet is right as long as it is right for you and your body. I'm sure my editing is not the best, but it is what it is. Your content is really good, Sydney. So I wouldn't be critical of yourself. Um, and like you said, sometimes it really is what it is because it definitely takes a lot of time investment into editing those videos. And for me, I rather kind of have a good balance between my YouTube, as well as having my balance of family time. So I don't want to be spending all the live long day in the world of editing. Speaking of questions, Sana, what's for dinner? I have been mostly OMAD in recent month. I had strip steak with eggs, blueberries, and cream cheese. Got to use it up before September. Okay, so for dinner, we actually have leftover. We had purchased a really big boneless leg of lamb from Costco. They actually had a sale where it was marked down $5 off of the total package. And I roasted it in the Ninja Foodie. And we had some of it last night. I'm the one that only kind of really put a dent in it for the amount of lamb that I ate because I ate close to like a pound's worth for my dinner. But that's what I'm going to be having. And earlier for brunch, I only went in with some over easy eggs. So I am definitely ready for some more of that leftover boneless leg of lamb. I just simply heated it up and tossed it in some butter for the family because they're going to go in with some dinner right now. But as far as for OMAD, I go back and forth. I kind of listen to my body. Sometimes my body wants 2MAD, sometimes it wants OMAD. It kind of depends what I ate the previous day. If I went in with a lot of fatty, just meat in general, some days I might go in with like 2 ribeye steaks for a dinner and I will be set that following day until dinner time comes around. So it's definitely one of those days where OMAD definitely kicks in. But that definitely sounds amazing. It sounds like a great combination of strip steak, eggs, and the blueberry and the cream cheese. That sounds really, really great. And as far as her putting here in parentheses about gotta use it up before September, if you all notice, my thumbnail definitely had the reference of cutting the cheese. So Nicole, she's also going to be part of the cutting the cheese for September, where a lot of us are just going to be eliminating dairy, except for butter. We're going to still incorporate butter, but we're going to be eliminating cheese specifically, as well as some are going to also eliminate heavy whipping cream, which I'm also going to do. But any form of cheese. So that would be like any of your cheeses, cream cheese, all those sorts of things. The keto carnivore community is taking over the internet. LOL. Sure wasn't like this when I started this back in 2017, but I love All the support everyone gives everyone is awesome. Yes, because we started January of 2019, and even in 2019, it was not like it is right now, which, is a good thing because it's showing that people are just kind of getting awoken to a lot of the nonsense that we were brainwashed about. You are very welcome. Two strip steaks, yummy, yummy. There's Alan giving some encouragement to you, Cindy, that you are doing great. And there's Cindy thinking, don't worry about your editing, Cindy. You are fine and getting better all the time. And that's the way it is. Because if anyone looks back to my very first videos, I was not even looking in the lens of the camera. I was umming a lot throughout the entire video. And I'm someone that I was very used to public speaking. I used to have to give PowerPoint presentation to physicians, to insurance companies. I'd never had a problem talking with any of them, but when it came to recording a YouTube video, I was petrified. It was something that was just out of the norm for me. But as time went on, I was able to just relax my nerves, face the reality that I just had to really truly be myself. That's what people are looking to see. And day by day, video by video, it definitely got a lot easier. Oh, Brian has ribeyes on the grill as we speak. I wish I could come over for dinner because I would definitely grab one of those as well, and I would share my lamb. Yes, definitely. We love ribeyes. Ribeye will be coming up when we get back from vacay. Yes, I am here for it. The cheapest ribeye that we can honestly get is sometimes we might be able to catch a sale, but it does not come around all too often. Maybe like once every month, we have Winn-Dixie that does $6.99 a pound, but it is very rare that they do the sale because sometimes it's once a month, but then sometimes they skip a month. So the cheapest we've been able to do is getting the boneless ribeye slab from Costco and cutting them into 1-inch steaks. I really wish we had a more consistent, affordable source that was really close. Hey everyone, there's 10 people watching and 6 likes. Let's smash that like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I'm still at work, so off to a meeting. Thank you so much for stopping by, Alan. I appreciate you. I hope your meeting goes well. Come on over. He would share your land with you. Oh, yes, I would be happy to share. Oh, gosh, let me see if I can accomplish the pronunciation because I know Nicole has succeeded. So, keto Vorgian. Hopefully, I got it right. London broiled eggs will be on the menu here in Oregon. Welcome, welcome. And that sounds amazing. I absolutely love London broil. And how do you like your eggs? My biggest thing is eggs over easy because I love how the runny yolk becomes like a dipping sauce. That is my favorite. It literally sets it over the top. I found you through Shelley and Heath. Sana kept seeing you in the Friday Night. Where did you start out? So I literally just had started like out the blue in January. So January of this year, I had decided that it was time. I also had a lot of thoughts and feelings that I had a purpose and I had a calling to share my story because I did have a lot of unique things that went on in my keto journey. So I was keto from January 5th of 2019 up until I had started carnivore and triple B and E January 1st of 2023. So right at almost pretty much like the 4-year mark. But that is when in January I started just recording. I started doing YouTube shorts. But That was the main reason being because I had a very unique story of doing keto, having great weight loss results, losing 101 pounds in the first 15 months, but then 15 months in, going through the stress, the anxiety that I went through, and gaining 42 of those pounds back just due to everything I was going through. I just had a combination of working a very toxic job at the same time of depression, anxiety. I also, and I have no shame in mentioning this at all because I definitely want to always keep transparent with you all. But I went through a period of time where I was really dealing with a very severe mental health to the point that I had a period of time where I was suicidal. So to be able to pull myself through all of that and to be truly able to be here today and to make a decision like going carnivore January of this year, I felt like I really had to journal it. Not only to journal it for my accountability, but to share with a lot of others that really truly you can be in a dark place and there is still hope for you to come out of it. Because when I tell you, I never imagined I would be around today. Runny yolks tonight, but usually scrambled. That is pretty much what I go back and forth with is the runny yolks and the scrambled. I really don't do any other form of eggs. I know a lot of people do like the egg bites, which look really good. I did them a few times when I was doing keto, but as far as for carnivore, I want to say I possibly did it once before. But other than that, those are my two as well as the runny yolks and the scrambled. So glad that yes, has helped you. I am so grateful as well. My body truly definitely needed the simplicity. And also, I truly feel like because I eliminated everything on keto, possibly, one of the veggies I was having was causing me an adverse side effect. But I'm thankful for carnivore and triple B and E only because I feel like the elimination that I did allowed for my body to really reveal to me in the month of May when I did have that time at the hospital. It allowed my body to reveal to me that it had those other things going on, such as the injuries that my brain was dealing with. So I'm truly grateful for it. I always wonder exactly how you all decide to start your channels. You made a great choice to have a channel. I'm thankful you're here. Thank you so much, Lynn. I am having a blast. And for me, I truly feel so fortunate and so blessed because I am part of a wonderful community. I have met just amazing people. And just like you, to be able to know you by a first name basis, I think that's just amazing because it's really showing that we are truly a community and we are building and forming relationships with everyone. I am so over hard boiled eggs. Yes, I kind of feel the same way as well. I was actually figuring if any of you watched my latest video, I actually have mentioned that I was going to do carnivore recipes and then I was going to do reviews on them. I have tried to work with a new camera. I actually had it prior to when I decided to do a YouTube channel, and it's a GoPro. I have never used this before. The box was brand new, not even opened, sitting there for all these months now. Of course, when I decide to use it, it wants to give me all kinds of problems. So I went to record one recipe video. It got temperamental with me, so I couldn't even upload it. So that kind of has taken the back burner at this point in creative recipe videos. But as far as the hard-boiled eggs, have you tried? Because I know Cindy has, but Intentional Carnivore, Sean, his wife has a hard-boiled egg recipe that she turns into deviled eggs and you simply just take the yolks and you are basically mixing it with slices of butter and you're putting in hot water. little bits at a time until the yolks get to a texture that you are happy with. So if you try that, definitely let me know. It definitely looks like a simple, easy enough recipe for utilizing hard-boiled eggs and kind of getting a different variety out of it. Day 3 of no Diet Coke here. I think I'm starting to realize how bad my stomach felt drinking it as things are changing. Yes, some can definitely still incorporate the Diet Coke. And they do what's best for them, but I applaud you for day 3 of finding out and doing your N equals 1 experimenting of finding out that it does not work for you. So that is definitely amazing. That is truly the way to do this is to really find out what is causing those adverse side effects. I thought about it for months and months and decided if I can tell my story and help just one person, that's a one person that's better off than I was. Absolutely. I do not want for anyone to have suffered as much as I suffered. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to stay stuck on keto if keto's not working for them. I want them to feel like there is another way. I want to inspire them that it's possible. Because for me, I was a little bit fearful going into carnivore. I'm not going to lie, because a lot of the community almost made me feel like it was very dogmatic. So I was fearful, but thankfully, even, the carnivore side of things, I have been welcomed with open arms. So all around, we have just a really great community. Thank you for sharing the link there, Cindy. Let's go ahead and support our other friends that have channels. I'm sure you've helped more than just one, Cindy. I agree. Absolutely. I have a friend who makes me double eggs from time to time. And how does your friend make them? And have you tried that recipe of using the butter and kind of thinning it out with hot water? I'm definitely curious about it. I have not tried it myself as of yet, but I definitely feel like it might be tasty because it's simple ingredients. You can't get any more simple than that. Lansing, oh wow, I'm the only one in the chat without a channel. Happens quite a bit though, I guess, because you all support each other. That's wonderful. Yes, it is definitely amazing when you have another channel that is just so supportive. They do not see you as competition. They just full on support what you're doing. They just are rooting for you and you're rooting right back for them. So this community could truly, really be a beautiful thing. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Cindy. I'm sub to her as well. We definitely want to see her channel grow. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. I've made devil eggs with butter. Didn't know the water tip though. Cool. Good for potlucks. Yes, that's what I'm figuring as well. And then I also figure because I know his wife, as far as intentional carnivore, his wife does a big batch, is the way she showed in the video. So she kind of gets him hooked up with a big batch of them. Um, but yes, I would definitely think the water because the way she shows in the video, like she just cuts up the cold butter and just that hot water is simply just going in to thin out that cold butter and kind of melt it down. Lynn's going to subscribe to you as well. Awesome. This warms my heart. Thank you so much, everyone. I love this support everyone is showing each other. This is what it is all about. Another thing to do with hard-boiled eggs is fry them in butter. Sprinkle with a little Parmesan if you like. I remember you told me this, Cindy, and I have not tried it as of yet. And I don't know if I'm going to make it by the time this September elimination is going to come up for the no dairy. But I'll definitely have to keep it in mind. But I'm going to get shortly into some of our topics here. Oh, that's amazing. That's what it's all about, the inspiring, the motivation, the encouragement. I have made Sean's wife's eggs without the water, use melted butter. Oh, yes, absolutely, because it's already melted. You're not going to need the water. to get any of that melting process in. So, yeah, that's a good idea as well. Exactly. There's no competition with all the channels. There's plenty of room for everyone on the internet. I need to try those devil eggs with the butter. I wish I can print this and frame this part of this that there's no competition with the channels. Absolutely. There should not be. There should not be. Being on a better health journey, we are already hard on ourselves as it is. And we don't need anyone putting any stress on us. We don't need anyone putting any drama on us. So there should not ever be any competition. I completely agree. And the fact that you're saying there's room for everyone, absolutely. Anyone that is thinking to create a channel, if you are feeling the passion for it, if you are feeling a calling and a purpose, I will support you. I will root you on and I will motivate you if you shall need it. And she's going to try the devil eggs with the butter. Are you going to try Cindy's version with the melted? Or are you going to incorporate the hot water? And definitely report back how you thought it was with, either way that you try, because I'm definitely really curious myself. Blaze Becker, welcome, welcome. I don't have a channel either. I'm just listening to everyone. Hi, Sana and Cindy. Hello, hello, welcome. I love your photo there of the cat. They are so good. Yes, 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 yes. I'm going to get into them right now. That way we can go ahead and kind of get started here. So, with my new employment, we do have a program that they have the employees utilize where when you sign up for the insurance through the employer, they have where you are able to simply get blood work results. So, it's considered like a biometrics test, is what they call it, and they're able to give you incentives towards having a reduction in your insurance premium. So I took advantage of it. Regardless, they give me 200 bucks just for taking the test. No matter how the results come out, you get the 200 bucks. So definitely sign me up for that because that's free money right there to get a reduction in the insurance. As well as I had just found out, so I'm going to get into my results, but I'm going to go through with you all because my results were passing score. They also gave me additional funds because my results came out the way they did. So all in all, they gave me a total of $300 because there were certain scores that they gave extra money on. So I was super excited about that because I got 50 bucks for each when it came to the glucose as well as when it came to the cholesterol. So let's go ahead and get into these results. And I'm going to kind of just read it here the way they have this page one. So for my lipid panel, they covered cholesterol. That is showing normal. That is showing a normal range of 174. And that, as I'm telling you, came out to be normal. So that's perfect because it's showing here that that should be about 200 mg/dl. So that's within normal range with it being 174. Triglycerides also came out normal. That came out to be 102. And that range should be under 150 mg/dl. And the HDL cholesterol, this also came out normal. So this was on the range of 45. So it's showing that the reference for the desirable, they're saying that you should be at 50 or less. So for the HDL cholesterol, that was also good, giving me a total range of my HDL total cholesterol. They have me at a 20.9, which the average range they have listed as 20.0%. So that came out fine. That came out normal. I'm going to see if I can find the video. But Dr. Barry, he just had a video with a biologist, and it was an amazing video, and they covered a lot of information regarding cholesterol, and I listened to it only because I had these results already, and I'm gonna see if I could pull up the screenshot that I had pulled from that video. But for my LDL cholesterol, it came out to be high. And if you're not educated on LDL cholesterol, I am not a healthcare professional, so definitely go ahead and check out that video. I'm going to try to get the link after I get done with this. But that came out to be 115 high, which for a carnivore way of eating or for a meat-based diet, that is what is preferred, is to have a high LDL cholesterol. So the information that I had seen on this video with Dr. Berry and with Dr. David Diamond was they had said that it was very important as a person ages to have their LDL cholesterol high, as it is showing an analysis of having longer longevity. So, with that being said, it's important to have a high LDL cholesterol based off on that information because it shows that a person definitely could have optimal longevity. So, I mean, who does not want that? If right now we are on a healthy, better health journey, we are living our best life, who does not want to live a longer life if you're able to feel good, if you're able to feel pain free? And then when it came to my hemoglobin, my A1C, so this is your HbA1c, that also came to normal range of 5.30. And I did have a point in time where I was coming to be pre-diabetic, and that was also during my days of keto. I did very clean keto. So even with me doing clean keto, I still was in a pre-diabetes range. But as you can see, with being in this 5.30 range, I am definitely in normal range now. There's not even any signs of any pre-diabetes any longer. So that's very exciting as well. And then my estimated average glucose was a score of 105 mg/dl. So that is definitely really great as well when it comes to pretty much what your normal range is of what you want to see, because it's simply just in your normal range and completely out of the pre-diabetes range, which the pre-diabetes range is showing anywhere from 117 to 137 according to these ADA recommendation and interpretation that they have listed here. So I was super excited because whenever you are able to see blood work results or you're able to feel those non-scale victories, it just makes you feel amazing, because we're not judging how we're feeling dependent on a scale. We are seeing internally how our body is doing, and how our body is basically just thriving on this way of eating. So it's kind of like you're getting your confirmation without having to worry about what the scale says. Lynn is saying there are no two channels that are the same. Everyone is unique and has something to add to our health journey. I learned something from each person. Absolutely. And I think that's what the beauty is of this community, is everyone's content, even though some content might clash, that does not matter because the approach the person took in presenting that content will be certainly different, because not one person is the same, just like not one person's keto or ketovore or carnivore journey is the same. Woohoo. Thank you so much. Can I take the test? Oh, well. It was a really quick test, so I was grateful for that, and I was just kind of, you still get nervous even though you've been for a long period of time on a better health journey, you feel great, you still kind of get nervous when it comes to those blood work results because you do not wanna give up feeling great and you're just hoping your body is showing the results that truly it's doing great. Dang, I want to work there. It is amazing. I am telling you because my benefits literally started August 1st and I just started this job July 24th. So the timing of when I started worked out perfectly because they start benefits the first of the month following when you start. That's a nice perk. Yes, because I'm telling you right now, I'm having to insure myself as well as the kids. And I'm also insuring my husband as well because unfortunately, with his employer, they do not provide a discounted group rate. So to be able to insure everyone and be able to take advantage of these discounts because my husband as well, he's going to be able to take this biometric test. We actually just mailed his off this weekend. So I'm looking forward to getting his savings as well because as you all know, he's doing a keto journey. Thank you so much, Nicole. I appreciate you for getting that posted there. My job gives pre-reductions for biometric as well, but last year my LDL was too high, though my TGHDL were great. BMI was too high too, but I passed the A1C test with normal blood pressure. That is really great that they provide the premium reductions because I am telling you right now, every little bit helps. And thankfully, the premium is really affordable, that this incentive is going to make it only that much more affordable, especially having to insure the whole family, including myself. Heart, back to you, Sydney. Those are awesome. I was super stoked. I was so excited and so happy to get these results when they emailed me that the results were ready. I'm thinking that there are different sizes of LDL and they may last longer on carnivore way of eating. Yes, definitely. If you have not watched that video as of yet with Dr. Diamond as well as Dr. Barry, it was very good. For me, I appreciate a lot of the healthcare professionals that Dr. Barry collaborates with because they are very much like Dr. Barry in the sense that they speak in simple terms. They do not talk in too much medical jargon. So you're able to really truly get the benefit of the information without any confusion. You know, it's just very cut and dry and to the point that you don't have to do research when you're trying to watch a video to provide that research to you. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of get into the next topic, and then I'll see if Cindy still wants to come on. But for the month of September, there are going to be a lot of channels. So there is Kimberly Lane. If you want to go ahead and post Kim's channel for me, Nicole, please. But Kimberly Lane, she's going to be part of our dairy free for the month of September. Nicole, that you see in here, Form a Fat Girl, she's also going to be doing no dairy for September. There's also Brian with Wick Goes Carnivore. If you can post him as well, Nicole, please, so we can show them some love and support. But he's also going to be doing it. I know he just posted his video regarding the no dairy for September. I'm not sure. I think he's possibly also incorporating butter, but there are a few channels that are going to be doing this no dairy, and that's simply what it is. We're still going to include some butter, but I'm cutting out all the cheeses. So I know a lot of people, the last time I posted a video about cutting the cheese, it got a lot of giggles from a lot of people. So I figured that was a good title to go in with this as well. Thank you so much, Nicole, for posting Kim's channel there. Go ahead and show Nurse Kimberly Lane some love. She has some great videos, and I absolutely love her personality. She is just a joy to be around. And there's Brian's channel with Wick Goes Carnivore. He's really great. He's very supportive as well. He does a lot of interviews with everybody in the community. So he's also a great channel to follow. Sure, I'm in. Okay. So here we got one more. Are you doing the no dairy or sure you're in for joining me? Which one did you get yourself into, Cindy? because we can rope you in for either or. You can join the live or you can go no dairy. Which one? I don't think she knows what she got herself into yet. All right, Cindy, I sent you the link if you want to go ahead. Blaze Becker, this dairy free for September is the first I'm hearing about. Strange, I was already thinking about doing that myself. Just need to figure out a replacement for the cheese on my burger. So, for the month of September, I'm not doing this as a challenge. Some might be labeling as a challenge, but they do have the mentality of doing it as an elimination because they're going to figure for the month of September how they feel eliminating the dairy. My reason for eliminating the dairy, welcome, Cindy. My
Hi
reason
there.
for eliminating the dairy is because I started noticing cheeses were not tasting the same anymore. Um, the only cheeses I noticed that started tasting good to me was like goat cheese, sheep cheese, and like feta cheese. Those kind of cheeses, I guess because they're, I guess, strong enough, my body was able to still kind of taste them in form of like my taste buds. But other than that, the other cheeses like Parmesan cheese, any like cheddar cheeses, Colby Jack cheese, I can't taste them. I cannot taste them. Like I literally feel the texture and the creaminess of the cheese, but there's no taste. It's zero flavor to me now. So, really, truly, my taste buds have changed. I kind of feel like I'm at the point where I'm just adding the cheese that's flavorless just to add the cheese. Like, if I have a burger, like you're saying, I'm just adding cheese on there just to make it look like a cheeseburger. I don't need to be having it because for me, it's like I'm starting a pattern that is not helpful. Like, why am I adding something that has no taste? Like, it's pointless. But I would say, have you done butter burgers? Because there is butter burgers where you can simply just, make your burger and put a pat of butter on the burger. But then there's another recipe that if you are going to shape your burgers, you would simply just take your ground beef and make it into a bowl and take a good, probably like a tablespoon of butter, and you're simply just pushing it in the center and then flattening it to a patty, and it becomes a butter burger. So that is
Interesting.
also adding like a saucy, kind of component to it. So definitely try that, Blaze. And that's kind of a sauce. But other than that, I would simply say, trying it that way. Melted butter is really good because it's also acting as a dipping sauce. But those are some options, most definitely, to kind of get you through the dairy. So my job gives premium reduction. So we went through that here. Let me see because this jumped on me here. All right, so here's Cindy.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, Cindy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I asked my doctor if I had big fluffy LDL or small sticky ones, and she rolled her eyes at me, especially when I said no. Told me I was taking my life in my hands. Why, yes, yes, I am. Yes. Oh my goodness. She had some nerve to be rolling her eyes. Like, how unprofessional.
I
Well, I
also
am
said no
so
to statins.
exactly, exactly. And wasn't that what you had an allergy to and they still prescribed it to you?
They
Was a
tried.
statin?
They tried to. I told
You
them no.
see? So imagine, even you were allergic to it and they still tried to push it at you.
He didn't care.
But I'm so happy for you that you took your journey, you took your life, you took your better health into your own hands. I'm so proud of you. I'm already no dairy, so I guess I'm in. Yes, she is in by default. This is perfect. There's Cindy. Is Brian going to be annoyed you're taking over his computer again?
Not his computer. He has his computers over there.
Brian, I think, is used to Cindy and I and our shenanigans. I think he just learned to deal with it. What do you think, Cindy?
He's keeping Max quiet. And he's cooking our steak. That should be
Oh,
done.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's his space you're in, Cindy. Was that it?
No, Lynn. It's our space.
Oh, there you go. Yes, I eat burgers with butter. Was wanting something different and other options. As far as if, when it comes to the no dairy, it's kind of tricky because the default is simply butter. But I mean, other than cheese, do you have any options, Cindy? If
Well,
you're not going to do dairy for for burgers, if you're not going to incorporate any cheese other
well,
than butter.
Harry and Wendy have incorporated nutritional yeast. They said it has like a cheesy flavor.
Oh, that's
So,
right.
I don't know if that would
That's
work.
right. I forgot about that one. When it comes to nutritional yeast, because it has like a cheesy kind of like a cheese powder, I would say, kind of taste to it.
Mhm.
Because I know there was like a recipe in my keto days where people were making like a mock version of popcorn and they were tossing it in the nutritional yeast to give it that kind of like that popcorn cheddar taste to it.
Wow.
Brian is a sweetheart. I was just teasing you.
He is.
We'll let it pass this time, Lynn.
He definitely is.
Tallow. That is right. How am I forgetting about tallow? Yes, tallow is amazing. There is a company, is it South Chicago Company? Is that who I'm thinking of? But they have a Wagyu beef tallow. I think I have it linked in one of my video descriptions, but it tastes amazing. I just ordered it off of Amazon and the price isn't too bad for the size that you get, but it is really good. It is really, really good. I don't know if you tried that one, Cindy, the Wagyu.
The Wagyu, I just got it recently
Oh, you just got
to
it.
use with keto chow.
It's South Chicago, is it? South Chicago
I'm not
company?
sure I'm not sure
Something
what
like
brand.
that.
I got it from Amazon.
Southern Chicago tallow is what it is, and it's a Wagyu tallow. But I'm telling you right now, I fried some chicken wings and that stuff, and it was off the charts. Delicious. It was really good. So for burgers, I would think it would be like amazing. So that would be a good combination. Thank you so much, Nicole, for that suggestion. That's a really good idea. That's one that I had definitely forgot about because I'm out of stock of it. So it is like out of sight, out of mind. I was not even thinking of it. I have the Wagyu tallow, but I have not tried it yet. I will add that to the list to try in burgers. It is good stuff. It is good stuff because I was using it for steaks. I was using it, like I said, for the chicken wings. It was really, really good. I've yet to try tallow. I wasn't sure what I'd do with it, but everyone seems to love it. Yeah, I mean, give it a try. Um, if you're someone that even likes chicken wings or, frying like anything for that matter, I've seen even some that they use like carnivore crisps. I haven't tried it yet, but they have the meat flours. And I noticed they're doing like a nuggets type of recipe and using that tallow to fry them in because not everyone can have lard. Even for me, I can't have it because unfortunately myself as well as the kids, we're allergic to pig. So, the bacon grease and getting that advantage of saving all the bacon grease to utilize for frying, we don't have that advantage in this household. So being able to have options like the beef tallow, it definitely helps. But was there anything you wanted to share, Cindy?
Um, our upcoming schedule maybe for
Yeah,
September.
we can definitely get into that as well. So coming this Friday, it's going to be streamed on both ends, my channel as well as Cindy's, because we already have everything all set pretty much on both sides for our channel. There are some channels that we're still kind of working with them because, everyone's kind of new a little bit to the live streaming. So we're still working with some channels to get it streamed on their side for their audience.
Right.
But you can find the future live streams for September already on my live tab as well as Cindy's. But we are super, super excited because we have some amazing guests coming up for September.
Yes.
So this Friday, same time as usual, 6:30
6:30
p.m.
Eastern
Eastern.
time.
Yes, so that would make it 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We would love if all of you can join us, but we will have in attendance Hope and Andy from Mission Keto. Definitely
Yay.
go ahead and show them some love. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get their channel here so I can go ahead and get them linked here as well. They are trying to reach 10K, so that would be super awesome if
They're
they
like
can get to that
400
goal.
away.
Exactly. They are like right, right there. So that would be awesome if they can get to that.
And then the following
Thank
week,
you so much for being here, Nicole. Have a good night, everyone. Got
yes,
to hop on a phone call. Yes, she definitely has a very busy schedule, so I appreciate her being here. Thank you so much, Nicole.
yes, the following week, we're going to have Neely from Indigo Neely on the 8th.
Yes, I'm
That
going
will
to
be
go ahead and
fun.
get hers as well.
Those will both be great.
Yes, and Indigo Neely, if you have not checked her out already, definitely go ahead and give her a subscribe as well. She has some amazing recipes, creations that you would not even think are possible. And she has truly come up with them. Definitely give her a subscribe. Go through her videos because I'm sure in her list of videos and her recipes, there is something for everyone.
Right. For sure.
I've hit the notification button for both of you for any lives coming up. I'm
Thank
ready.
you.
Thank you so much. We absolutely love you, Lynn, wholeheartedly and truthfully, because you are just so supportive. Thank you.
She is, and she's very sweet.
Yes. Yes. No, absolutely. So let's see. So after, I'm trying to go ahead and get my calendar here to
We're
make
open for the
sure
15th
that
so far.
we are open for the 15th. We did have somebody tentative for the 15th, but we're still waiting on confirmation, I
Right.
would say. So we're going to see how it goes for the 15th.
It
Cindy and
might
I
just
might
be you
just,
and I.
yes, we might just do pretty much this what we're doing right now. That's definitely fine by us because to
Hmm.
catch up with you all on a Friday night, it's definitely fun. We enjoy it.
Yes.
It ends off the week in a perfect way, is the way I feel about it. And then you want to go through the 22nd.
The 22nd is Amber and Dan from Amber and Dan's Carnivore Life. They will be here that night.
I'm going to go ahead and link their channel as well here.
And
And
Miss
Amber,
Sana
we
has booked a big
actually,
one for the last week.
yes, we actually saw Amber in one of the live chats. And I messaged Cindy right away. I said, "Oh my goodness, we need to get Amber because she definitely showed a lot of just heart to get incorporated with lives. And we would love to have her on because they do have an amazing story to share. So we're super excited to have them both on. And yes, so for September 29th, this actually shocked me away. I've been following Dr. Tony Hampton for a good while now. I just like his just common sense approach when it comes to all aspects of the proper human diet. So definitely go ahead and give him a subscribe as well if you do not know already of Dr. Tony Hampton. But we will be having him on September 29th, and we are super excited to have him. And
I've got his channel.
I I was completely floored when I got the confirmation. I was super excited and happy that I messaged Cindy right away
Yes.
because I was just so excited. Because when you follow any of the healthcare professionals or even anyone that has made such an impression on this community, it feels amazing to get that response back that they're willing to come on and support us, but us as well featuring them as well. I agree. Lynn, what do you say? We have the 15th open. That could be your day to shine. What do you think? And I
She
like
got quiet.
the little
She got quiet.
look at the little emoji there that he used. I love that. Ha ha ha, you're
You're
funny.
funny. What about
No
you, Uncle Big
pressure.
Guy?
Yes. We're gonna put the spotlight back on you now. I try. Yeah, we if you would want to come on, we would definitely love to have you on.
I think he means he tries to be funny.
Yes, he tries to be funny, but no, I'm saying as far as him coming on, we would love to have you on. Because as we said, you do not have to have a YouTube channel. You know,
No,
everyone within this community, everyone has a story to share. So for us, it's not a restriction on just those that have a YouTube channel.
that's right.
If you want to be here, we welcome you with open arms.
Yes, because I have my sister Debbie. She always told me, she said, "You have a story. I don't." Well, there's that whole thing about Nurse Cindy and my sister and I that we still keep in touch. She said that to Nurse Cindy one time, but she hit her. She said, "I don't ever want to hear you say you don't have a story again, because
You
everyone
see?
does."
Yeah,
It was pretty funny.
because I'm telling you, Nurse Cindy, the stuff that I've heard about her, she will let you know that you have a story, that you have value.
Yep,
Because just when two crazy ketos, like imagine that story, the testimony that they have when they thought of giving up their YouTube channel because of who Nurse Cindy is, 2KK is around today. Two crazy ketos. So imagine.
well, she had told me, because we had talked this past week, when her
Yeah.
schedule lightens up, she'll come on.
Very cool. I would
That
love to
would
have
be
her on. That would be,
fantastic.
yes, that would be super fun because she just has a beautiful personality to her.
Hmm. She's
Look at
great.
this right here. I'm not very computer savvy. You don't have to be because we will definitely help you
All you got to do is click
and
on a
walk you
link in your
through,
emails.
yes,
That's it.
and we'll walk you through the process. So you do not have to be. But if you're wanting to, so this is no pressure at all. We're not wanting anyone to feel pressured because it would be a joy for anyone to be on as long as they are happy with doing it. We're
Right.
doing this for the aspect of happiness. This is not anything that's supposed to create any killjoy. We
That's
definitely
right.
want everyone to come on and feel comfortable and truly want to be able to be transparent with their story. But even for someone that is not computer savvy, if you get the link, you need any help, Cindy or I, we will definitely help you through that. So don't let that hold you back is pretty much what I'm trying to get at.
This is right.
If you are wanting to be on.
I'll tell you, before I started my channel, I
Hmm.
would have liked nothing more than for somebody to pull me on just so I
Oh,
could
you
get a
see.
feel of it and tell my story.
Yeah,
So I think that's what really pushed me into starting my channel, because I didn't get that
right.
invite.
Yeah, you had to do it for yourself.
So
You had
yeah.
to put yourself out there.
Mhm.
And that was
But
like the same way with me because, I did have just some channels, and a lot of those channels are not even around today.
Right.
But
A lot
even
of them have
when
stopped.
I initially lost the weight, 15 months into keto, I lost the 101 pounds. I had a lot of channels that reached out to me as I was posting my story, my testimony in Facebook, but I never took up their offer on it because even early on, I didn't know this side of YouTube like I've got into it now. So there was also that as well that kind of put a little bit of hesitation. I just didn't know what I would be getting myself into. I might want to down the road.
Yeah,
Yes.
that would be awesome.
We would love to have you. No, absolutely. That
What
would be
is your
tons of fun.
name? Kita Voragonian, but what is your name?
Yeah, we like to associate everyone's handle name with their true name.
Yes, it's hard. It's like,
Yeah, no, especially for my channel name. It's definitely a lot easier to just go with Sana
I
instead of
love the
people
story of
spelling
your
out.
channel name.
Yes,
I do.
yes,
I that
because, and
just
I think it kind of confuses some people because a lot of people they associate Becky. There we go.
Becky.
So we'll have to remember that. They say if
I'm
you
gonna
were,
start a I'm gonna start a note.
funny enough, I have one. I have a notebook that I keep everything in
Yeah,
just
because I
because
will
I just
forget
want
because
to
I'm
make
getting old.
sure. Yeah, because for me, I just kind of like to be in the practice of knowing
Yes.
everybody's names just like you. Um, because it's helpful and we are a community. So what better way to know those in the community than knowing them by a first name basis?
Thank you, Arden, Uncle Big Guy.
Thank you, thank you. We're getting our list going here.
Yes, we are. I've got it right here.
Yeah, I already have. When I tell you I have this notebook here, and it's funny enough, a notebook that work gave to me, part of like my welcome kit. So I said, what
Right.
better way to put it to use than to kind of use it for this YouTube stuff because I didn't have any other purpose for using it.
True. I bought a notebook. I not a notebook, a planner.
Oh, a planner.
Yes.
Yes, I have a planner. Funny enough, I actually have a planner for homeschooling
Hmm. I
just to
guess
kind of keep
so.
things organized with both boys because obviously, for one being kindergarten, the other going to go to eighth grade, you have to keep all of that organized
Right.
separately. But I like that name, Arden.
I
I'm
do
trying to
too.
think, have I ever heard of an Arden before?
Just the
Do you know
last name
anyone
for
with
me.
Arden?
Just
Is the
Eve Arden, the
last?
last name, the actress from years ago.
Oh, yes, that's right. Why didn't I even think of that one?
Because you're
Is
not
there
as
a
old as I
story
am.
behind your name? That's what I always like to know. When you see unique names, was there a story behind it? Because I like that name. It's a very unique name.
Mine's pretty common, so
Cindy, yes.
it was for back then anyway. You don't see too many these
Because you
days.
are Cynthia, right?
Yes.
Cynthia, okay.
Cynthia Ann.
Cynthia Ann. That goes really good together.
My mom was very original. My sister Debbie is Deborah Ann.
Oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
our younger sister, she was their fourth daughter. And they weren't planning on having any more kids. And my dad's name was Raymond. They shortened that to Ray, Rae,
Oh,
and
wow.
named my younger sister Ray. And her middle
Oh my
name is Jean.
goodness. They did a little bit of upcycling there with the names.
Yeah. And then they had another child, and it was a boy. So he
Oh,
had my dad's
wow.
name for his middle name,
There we go. You
name
see?
for his
I'm
dad.
telling you, with the unique names, there's always a beautiful story behind it. I'm named after my dad. That's so
Yeah.
great. Because it's like almost in a way you're carrying on a legacy with the name. I think that's so beautiful.
Hmm.
Yeah, because our oldest son, because my husband is Anthony, So for our older son, I don't know, it would have been too much for me to have them both be Tony.
Mhm.
So I made our oldest son, his middle name is Anthony because it would have been too much.
Now, my
Calling
kid's
Tony and then
dad,
wondering who's gonna look at me.
I was pretty original, like my mom, I guess. My first husband is my boy's father. His name was Charles Edward, but he went by his middle name. So when we had our first
Oh,
son, we
okay.
named him after his father. So we named him Charles Edward, but we called him Charlie. So there was no confusion there. And then when my younger son came around, it was Jason Edward. So he had part of his dad's name
Oh,
also.
very cool. Blaze, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Natalie Grosso is starting her Zoom. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Enjoy
Yeah,
the rest of
Dr.
your week.
Barry's got
We
his
will see
going.
you Friday, hopefully. Yes, and Dr. Barry also has his going on as well. Did you have any final words to give at all, Cindy?
I
Because we
don't
can
think
go
so.
ahead and
Just be
kind of
sure
wrap
to
this
come
up.
back on Friday.
Yes, because we're at
You
the 7:30 mark, so this is kind of like a good time to kind of wrap things up. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I hope everyone has amazing week ahead. We are super excited for Friday and all the Fridays
yes.
after that. And we're just excited for possibly what the future has in store for months to come after September. So we're super
Yes.
excited. I'm also hoping, because I did express to Cindy, I just hope my health allows me to just keep on keeping on, because I'm having a blast with these lives. I truly am.
So am I with you because
That
you
was
are
Arden. I was
amazing.
Arden James. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Cindy. Glad I caught your surprise secret live. Yes, Lynn, thank you so much for being here and always
Yes, Lynn.
supporting. I truly appreciate you. And Uncle Big Guy, you as well. Thank you so much for being here. I
Yeah, you were
appreciate you as
probably
well.
Arden James when you got in trouble.
You know
Parents like to
it.
use that middle
You
name.
know it. The full name.
That's
The
right.
first, the middle, and the last.
That's right. Well, thanks for letting me pop on, Sana.
Oh no, it was really enjoyable. It's nice when it's, those impromptus. It's not, expected. But yes, absolutely. It became much of a secret live because there was also a secret guest as well of who you all know and love, Cindy. So I appreciate her being able to pop on as well. That was really cool. Well,
Thank you.
everyone, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up so we can kind of have everyone get on with the other lives that they're trying to get to because I did not intend for this live to be this long. But that's just the way it goes sometimes
That's
when you're
right.
basically having content that you are creating from the heart. You're not following a script. You are just kind of just letting the day or the evening go as it will. See you Friday. Yes, we will
Thank you,
definitely
Lynn.
be there.
Time
All right,
flies when you're having
everyone.
fun.
It
That's what it
does.
is.
It definitely flies when you're having fun. Absolutely. And we definitely want to be able to give respect to our guests that come on and be able to wholeheartedly share their story as well as the journey that they are on and all the non-scale victories, every victory that they have accomplished. It definitely helps attract others to this way of the proper human diet. So, with
Yes.
that being said, I appreciate you all for being here. Take care, friends. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we will see you Friday.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye bye, everyone.